Alright, so apparently there's a hard mode that opens up eventually, and they got their Kickstarter here. Now this is available on Steam. Choose my captain. Do I want to be Jane Scott or do I want to be James Scott? Well, the last I knew, I had dangly parts.
Haha! Dangly parts.
So I'm going to go with James Scott. Pulsar ship repairs. Rose, thank you so much for the raid. Who's playing some Jackbox Party? Pack 3. Alright, so I got a ship.
Warp drive pressure increasing.
Oh, shit's already broken?
Boost warp drive to full power.
Yeah!
I said full power. That's
Full,
an order.
full power!
Redistributing power. Capacitors charging in 4, 3.
Just a bit more.
We're here. I don't know where here is, but we made it.
Successful.
We've made it.
Man, even in the future nothing works. We are banged up. Look at this. Can I zoom in?
My
Nope.
damage analysis.
Starting damage assessment protocol. Testing main engines.
Okay, so mouse wheel is throttle.
Moderate damage. Engines operational.
Moderate
Testing
damage, okay.
navigation systems.
WS to tilt the ship forward and backward. A and D to rotate. Q and E to turn.
Navigation systems operational.
Alright.
Testing power systems.
Oh boy. Alright, so up arrow, assign all energy to weapons. Left arrow, assign all energy to the engines. And right arrow, assign all energy to the shields.
Power distribution correct.
Do I have a... Oh! It's down there. Okay.
Captain, we're detecting warp signatures in the vicinity.
Oh boy.
Follow. Prepare for attack.
Alright, so left click is attack. Alright, there's one more down. Well, it's an demo, man. It's like probably not, I would hope not, representative of the final finished product.
Captain, reinforcements incoming. We need more firepower.
And I can hold X to look behind me. Okay. Left mouse button for direct nuclear strike. Okay. Okay. I feel like I don't have enough hands. The placement of the buttons feels weird. I'm pressing the left mouse button. It's just not... I mean... I don't understand. Unless those are the nukes. Destroy the... Focusing fire on a single part of the ship allows you to destroy the shields. Where? And how? Still in reverse. I'm still in reverse!
Objectives neutralized.
Good work, team. Is everyone alright?
Captain, I've determined this news will cause a decline in crew morale of 64.7%. But I must inform you that the enemy bypassed our shields. 2 casualties confirmed.
Oh, man. People are dying. This is why you don't let me be in charge. Okay, so right-click is a zoom. So how do I salvage those ships? In order to salvage, fly close to a ship and place your cursor over it. Okay, so I'm just not close enough then? Okay, I'm pushing the ship. I don't know how much closer you want me to get. Whoa, what happened? What happened? I don't know. Okay. In order to, once the ship becomes a holographic image, look for a red point which indicates the ship's salvage position and place the cursor over it and hold the fire button over the red dot in order to salvage it. Okay, so right there. Alright. So that was Straconian error. I have no idea. I have no idea why it's got to be a specific point, Forgetful. I don't know. Maybe it makes more sense later on. There's my red point. Like, I get the power distribution being the arrows, but using the mouse and your hand to steer, I don't know, it feels like the wrong placement for the power buttons or the steering buttons. Something feels like it's in the wrong spot. And I'm not sure how I feel about my throttle being the mouse wheel. Still up in the air on that one. I don't know. Oh. It's holographic. Yeah, but you gotta remember, this is a really early beta demo. It's a demo, but it's also still in beta. And it could actually be alpha for all I know. Give me a red spot. Give. There it is. This is taking forever. Limpets! Where are my limpets? Little closer. Alright. Full stop. And grab it. Alright. Press I to open the inventory. Salvage pods are stored in your ship's hold until they're open to stored in your stash and space station. Don't forget to have enough space to keep picking them up all across the universe. There's the corpses of my dead people. Okay, money and resources. Alright. What was that? A light intelligent missile launcher. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, this definitely feels like a loot box. Hey, at least you don't gotta pay for them. What did we get? A Cannon of the Republic Mark III. Well, some of that could be me not good with these controls, too. Burst. For a short time, the weapons fire at a high speed without consuming energy. It's an energy field that temporarily incapacitates enemy ships. Generates an energy field that makes it harder for enemies to see you.
System analysis. Critical. Repairs needed immediately.
Yeah, getting rid of the red dot would
What's our
help.
current position?
We are currently in the Thema 6 sector. It is on the outskirts of the Interstellar Republic's headquarters.
We should be able to reach it using our drive engines.
Using our drive engines. Click on Tacit Stella sector. Thema 6. Oh, there it is. Tacit Stella sector.
Warp drive engines damaged. Jump impossible.
Jump is impossible.
Which is the closest space station in this sector?
It's the trade station and Terra's port.
Okay, set in the coordinates.
Okay.
Coordinates set.
Press space to start charging the quantum engines.
My situation report on Antera's port.
Accessing database. This station serves
Oh,
as a crucial
okay.
hub for business tycoons and mining sector speculators. It has a large port specialized for trade freighters that return full of materials from mining settlements. They also swear they have the best beet soup recipe in the universe.
Beet soup, you say? Hey, I mean, if it's gonna be soup, why not let it be beet soup? Because they've got the beet. Alright. I'm here, now what?
Captain Scott from the 5th Republic Fleet here. We request docking permission.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication.
Oh my
Docking protocol prepared.
lord, I'm gonna have to actually dock this thing? Locate and approach Dock 21. Because there are infinitely better soups in the multiverse. Alright. So which one of these is actually Dock 21? Stop the ship within the highlighted area. I can do that. Whoa. Forward, though. Stop! Back it up. Come on, Big Daddy, would you back that ass up? Wait a few seconds, I'm moving from the docking. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. You discover a great commotion around the freighters on the station when you exit your ship. You hear shouts from all angles and merchants bidding ever increasing numbers over merchandise. Your crew and yourself leave the freighters behind and search for a repair workshop. You'll find yourself looking at the neon lights when someone bumps into your shoulder. You look down. Ouch, that hurt! It's a scruffy young woman who begins to collect spanners and metallic objects of all sorts. She had on her as she tries to steady herself. Please don't talk like that. But why not? Alright, so sorry I wasn't looking where I was going. Don't worry, are you hurt? Or you should be more careful. You're speaking with a captain of the Republic. That one, let's sling some tood. Let's sling a little tood here. Oh, my apologies, Captain. Susan White, Chief Mechanic of the Pulsar Ship Repair here. What can I do for you? Actually, we're just looking for a repair shop for our ship. Well, okay, let's at least be honest about it. We are looking for a repair shop. You walk together to the docking bay where your ship is located. Susan rubs her eyes incredulously. No way! A KP-564SC warship. It's completely totaled. How did you manage to? Susan sighs deeply. Alright. We can do it. But it won't be cheap. Or easy. The repair costs highly exceeds your credit account. After negotiating, you agree to handle a series of tasks for in return for payment. In the meantime, they shall give you a completely operational ship. So I'm gonna get my ship fixed in return to become their slave. Alright. I asked if she knows where to find the control room. Of course, Captain! There's a transmission bay in the next district over. I can show you the way. Large space stations also have a transmission system highly superior to that of normal ships, allowing for cross-sector communications. You walk to the station until reaching the transmission bay, where you encounter two guards. After identifying yourself, you are allowed to pass and spot the transmission crew busily sending coordinates and data to nearby stations. You are granted a terminal in order to send a situation report to the Republic. And a yawn. And a yawn. But the yawn costs extra.
That's what I'm fucking talking about!
Captain Scott here. We're transmitting from the Anteros port station in Sector Thama 6. Admiral Xiao? Xiao! Captain Scott, we were expecting your arrival 2 Earth days ago. Well, apparently I'm late. What doesn't these days? Yes, sir, we ran into problems. We were following the trail of a slaver network in Lithoba 1 sector. We infiltrated their base and obtained a crucial part of their information that you asked us for. But our scientists are still unable to decipher it. During our retreat, we were ambushed by an assault fleet. We thought we had left them behind when we arrived at this sector, but we were intercepted. We finally managed to finish off the enemy ships, but 2 of my crew members have lost their lives, and the Genesis was practically destroyed. Feels like even breathing costs extra in some games. You know, that is a true statement. That is a very, very true statement. Admiral Xiao! I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. We'll give them the sending off they deserve. What is your ship's current status? Our ship is damaged. Shit's broke, man! Currently, it is inoperative. As soon as it is repaired, we'll return to headquarters for the Stellar Summit. It's not just a summit, it's stellar. Thank you. I'll be here all week. As one of the most experienced captains of the Republic, your presence is requested as head of escort and reception of our guests. Every governing body of the universe shall be present and will set aside their differences in favor of a new era of peace and prosperity. This is a trap. It's gotta be a trap. Don't worry, Admiral. We'll arrive before the visit starts. Hand over the corpses of any dead crew members and accept the contract of the Anteros freighter. Okay. So... like that. Make funeral. And then contract. In order to repair ship, we'll need an ion reactor. This wouldn't usually be a problem if we had the needed materials, but this isn't the case. We haven't had any news from the space freighter E-32 Pulsar repair ship in 2 Earth days. Her crew isn't answering any hails, and our last coordinates show it nearing an asteroid field known as Anteros' Cemetery. None of that sounds like a positive thing. We need you to find them. Objective, investigate the area and recover the cargo. And accept that contract. And of course, reminding you, there is Kickstarterness going on. What's this? It's nothing. Systems. Apartments. Crew members. I've got vacancies. Apparently that's me. I look kind of nervous. That was 6. Alright, well, I guess we gotta go.
Everyone to their post. We must find that missing freighter.
This is not even the same
Captain,
ship.
Do you think it could have been an attack?
It's strange. If it had been an attack, the security systems would have asked for a security detail from the station, and they would have come to its aid.
They could have used a signal inhibitor to cut communications.
The asteroid cluster where the ship was seen doesn't correspond to any commercial route. Decree F-22, under Republic law, restricts commercial routes in order to guarantee the safety of its freighters. This behavior would be a direct violation of Organic Space Law 412, Section 2.
So they're breaking the law, blah, blah, breaking the law, blah, blah. So this is that second ship. We're making great time.
We've arrived at the freighter's last known coordinates, Captain.
There's a...
There doesn't appear to be anything here.
There's a-
Hi, can you scan the area?
What about
I
that?
detect irregular radiation readings coming from the middle of the cluster.
Let's take a look.
Oh, that's just let me know where the station is. Okay, spin back around. Yeah, let's keep heading for that thing.
Captain, we found the source of the radiation. We should proceed to scan.
Okay, well
Affirmative.
then scan
Mod,
it.
Prepare the analysis module.
Preparing the scan system.
Aim and keep right mouse button held to scan the radiation's origin. This is not going well. Turn it around. Turn it around. Kill the engines.
Scan complete, Captain. It's a fragment of the freighter's calibration reticle.
A calibration
I am
reticle.
98% positive that the damage and radiation emissions confirm a plasma cannon attack.
Well, that does not sound like a good
The
thing.
result of an attack. Mai, can you follow the radiation signature?
Comparing samples. Similar readings found in nearby coordinates. Establishing route.
Alright, which must be the blue dot over there. And off we go!
Captain, we're being hailed. Shall we accept the call?
I don't know, shall we?
Affirmative.
Okay, I guess we are.
Ex-Cleo, commander of the Starship Insurrection of the pirate fleet here. I order your immediate retreat. This frigate is now under our control. Surrender or we'll open fire.
I disagree.
This is the captain of the warship Genesis of the Interstellar Republic. I demand you halt your activities immediately.
Captain Scott? Of the warship Genesis? In that hunk of junk?
Yeah!
You asked for it. Crew to arms.
Okay. Wow, this thing is not nearly as combat capable as the ship I'm from. Alright, but we're making some contact there. There's one down. Yeah, I'm not a squid, people. There's two down. Let's throw it in reverse.
Our shields has fallen.
Well, that's better what's gonna happen to them.
Captain, the ship's remains correspond to the freighter we've been searching for.
We have to look for survivors and confirm the shipment was in fact stolen.
Well,
Preparing
damn.
to board.
And explore the freighter's remains. You enter what's left of the freighter as the bay doors close behind you. Within it, you find the remains of what used to be an enormous commercial freighter. You can see all sorts of supplies and objects on the floor, accompanied by what were once their crew. After some time searching the corridors, you come to a passageway with two possible paths. Left or right? I apologize for all the barking. To the left! Your crew and you advance in the corridor you've chosen. The further in your ship, the more you get the feeling that you are not alone. After a while, you reach another crossway. Keep going to the left. You reach a small chamber where the path splits into two directions again. Once the specialist says, "Captain, I think we've been here already." You look a bit closer and you are almost sure you're back to the first turn you made. So go to the left. Next to the corridor you've chosen, the further the more you get the feeling that you're not alone. After a while, you reach another crossway, so go to the right. You reach a small chamber where the path splits into two directions. One of the specialists, "Captain, I think we've been here already." A bit closer, you're almost sure you go to the right. After walking in circles, you arrive at a hallway and a bay door that opens in front of you. Through the door frame, and still within the darkness, you are able to make out a faint light. Let's enter. As soon as you enter, the bay door closes and the lights turn on. At the end of the room, you see raw protonite shipments stacked in rows that emit rays of light. A robotic voice surprises you. It seems to be the ship's My system. Intruders detected in the loading bay, activating security protocol, opening evacuation bay doors. The AI waits for a few seconds and begins to speak again. Opening, suspended, validating credentials, error. They are intruders! Alright, I demand to speak with the captain immediately. Your charisma ensures your success. Captain, intruders in the docking bay wish to speak with you. After a few minutes in silence, the system speaks once again. I'm afraid the captain has been indisposed. Temporal register error, Echo 2 Juliet seconds. Since the plasma ray impacted against the command bridge, he's assuredly in the restroom. Establishing analysis, probability of intruders not being identified as intruders, 100%. The bay doors begin to open and the crew and yourself hold on to what you can. The force of the vacuum pulls you forcefully towards them. If you open the bay doors, the shipment will be lost. Negative. The shipment has been anchored here to ensure its security. You can see the chests have mechanical anchors lashed to the floor, although some are completely damaged. Okay, then we are intruders. 0% probability that the intruders are identified as intruders. Establishing analysis error. The AI begins to calculate probabilities while it seems confused. Someone who isn't an intruder would claim they are. If the intruder claims it is an intruder, probability protocol incompatible. As it exclaims different errors, you hear the voice shut down due to a logic error. The bay doors close. You are now out of danger. Mission accomplished. Load up these crates onto our ship. You load the chest of protonite onto the ship and you look for a registry of what could have happened. The engineers search through the few working terminals. Prince Nocturne! Thank you so much for the raid, sir! I forget the name of the game you were streaming. Shining Force 2. It's not just a raid, it's a coffee raid. How is the stream, good sir?
Let's go back to the station to inform Susan.
What kind of pirates assault a protonite freighter just to abandon it?
X-Player's weapons do not correspond to the radiation we've been following.
I mean, coffee raid?
The coded data seems to follow the same pattern obtained in the slaver's base.
I noticed I haven't seen your stream notices in a while, so...
Enough matches.
So let's charge up the engine. We always make such a good time with this engine. I know all about September being crazy, sir. Trust me, I know. My September's been pretty bonkers as well. Take it easy, sir, and enjoy that dinner.
Republic ship requesting docking permission, please.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
Which I'm guessing is this dock number 1. Come on. Oh, it's there. Okay. And that should be it. And there it goes. I agree, Rose. All the rating. After arriving at the station, you go to the docking port where your ship is located. In it, you spot Susan, who rushes out to meet you. You've returned! Have you found anything? Susan looks at you expectantly, waiting for an answer. We found the freighter. There weren't any survivors. I mean, short, direct, to the point, but, you know, not being a D-bag about it. Finally hungry and pretty tired as well. That's why I just got off for a few minutes after my raid came in. Hey, no worries, no worries. I understand entirely when you gotta do that. Susan looks shocked by the news. After a few seconds, she recovers and begins to speak. That can't be. I knew the pilot ever since we were kids. Were you able to recover the cargo? Yeah, we were able to recover it. Well, at least there's some good news. Our crew is currently heavily invested in the repair work. Since you need the ship as soon as possible, maybe your engineers could help us. Could you process the protonite slabs and fabricate a new ion reactor? Of course. We'll get right on it. Go to the department screen in the inventory and salvage the raw protonite. Open. After I open our loot boxes. Heavy laser Mark IV. Okay. So departments. That's not it. Not that. And so, well, let's scrap it. I don't want to scrap it. High yield amount of raw protein requires processing before. We'll put our good one on it. Okay, so I did want to scrap it. the obtained materials, fabricate an ion reactor. Build. Okay, how do I get them off there, though? Okay. And build. And complete. We did the thing! I don't like how it says salvage on one screen and scrap on the other one, because that is really confusing. Like, that's really confusing. An excellent job. With this, we'll have everything we need to finish the repairs. I have another favor to ask you in the meantime while we finish things up. Speak with me when you're ready to go. Of course. There's a nuclear missile launcher. The inspection. We've stopped receiving Protonite shipments after the attack on the freighter. We can't guarantee the commercial route security in the mining stations in this sector. Inspector Howard Huggins must fill out his forms immediately. Transport him and evaluate the station status. There we go. Ship's repaired.
Well, we have a long way to go. We should depart. Engines
We should
on
be
maximum
depart.
drive.
Unauthorized order. You lack bridge privileges.
Oh, you got told.
So now I have a babysitter? Is the Republic sending you to watch over me?
Yes.
It's a matter of security, Mr. Huggins. The last Protonite shipment was assaulted.
Captains are not what they used to be. If a pirate ship attacked me, there wouldn't be enough space for them to hide.
We're sure of that.
Well, aren't we just cocky? Cocky McCockerson.
That's a bitch move, Santa.
I know, right? He's mouthy. So we've probably got to go to all these mining stations now.
What the hell? These transport ships are not ours.
It seems they found a more interesting intermediary than your company, Mr. Huggins.
Ooh.
This can't be. We have to register this immediately.
Press B to enter photo mode. Continue.
When the foreman finds out, heads will roll.
Okay. So I is centering back on the ship. How do I get out of photo mode? I, M, P, and B. Escort him to the second mining station.
Captain, we have to go back to the station now.
What happened?
I forgot my lunch.
Mr. Huggins.
I forgot my lunch.
I found it.
Captain, there's no sign of activity on the station.
It looks completely abandoned. We should dock and discover what's going on here.
All right.
I'll stay on this ship. Covering your backs.
Of course you are. Covering all of our backs. Alright. Come to a halt. And it'll do the rest. The dock bay doors open and the captain and his crew arrive to a great reception hall. It currently only has emergency lights on that show the remains of broken furniture strewn around the floor, forming large mounds of rubble. Alright. So let's reactivate the generators. You search the chamber for an energy terminal to reestablish the systems. After a few minutes, you find a room that contains generators. The engineering team comes near you. Captain, we've detected an anomaly in the generators. We could use the remains of one of the destroyed machines to make them work again. Alright. Go ahead, try. Your engineer's capacity to craft and seriously assess, the team analyzes the damage with minute care and prepares a temporary solution. A few minutes later, they've constructed an apparatus that allows energy flow to temporarily function. Great job, team! Let's continue. With the lights on, you can see the destruction in the chamber much better. A dust cloud envelops the area. Among the remains of the rubble protrude now buried human remains. You continue through the chamber when suddenly you hear one of the bodies still breathing. Let's help him out. Upon digging out the body, you find the crewman is still barely alive. They came. We resisted. The man moves his arm slowly and pulls out an ID card. He hands it to you and the light fades from his eyes. Rest. We need to find out what happened here. You advance through one of the hallways. On the walls, you can see scratch marks of blood. You reach a completely sealed bay door. Next to it, you can see a small keycard reader. Team, can you hack that terminal? Your engineer system's upgraded capabilities ensures your success!
Oh my.
The engineering team gets to work and starts manipulating the terminal. A few minutes later, you hear an electronic sound and the bay lights flash a few times. Before your eyes, the door swings open, allowing your entry. We continue our advance. You advance through the hallway and search different rooms that you find. You arrive to the bridge, where a log of recent dockings or events must be. The large computer that occupies the room is completely destroyed.
That's a bitch move, Santa.
You continue advancing throughout the smaller chambers without any luck finding anyone, nor clues as to what could have happened. In one of the workshops, you find plans for a weapons prototype. Maybe your engineers could make use of them. Let's leave the station. There's nothing left to see. Alright then.
So?
We've looked over the station. There are no survivors.
But this can't be happening.
Well, it
We
is.
have to inspect the last station.
I think I've had enough. We should head back.
No, we're going to the last station.
Oversteps your jurisdiction, Mr. Huggins. You can come with us or stay here. You decide.
This is an outrage. You guys are kidnapping me!
You're kidnapping me!
Preparing the jettison hatch for immediate exit.
Alright, fine. I'll go with you.
Well, that changed his mind pretty fast. Nothing like the threat of getting thrown out into space. You finally arrive at the last station. After hearing Inspector Huggins' complaints the entire time, you can't wait to finish the mission. Everything looks calm on the station when suddenly a group of ships appear in the area. They are pirate ships. You recognize Explio's emblem on their hulls. Maybe they want revenge. There's no time to lose. You order your crew to prepare to defend the station.
Captain, the station is under attack.
I told you we should have gone back. We can still turn the ship around.
Control yourself, Mr. Huggins. We won't abandon any innocents. Crew, stay alert. We'll hold off the enemy attack.
Whoa. I don't know why the game just minimized, but alright.
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, there's one ship down. Of course, I think that was friendly fire now. Whoopsie!
Captain, reinforcements incoming. We need more firepower.
Well, that big ship's almost out. There we go. All right. Come on, spin around. Get that one. Come on, a little more. After the skirmish, the mining station director thanks you. Thanks, Captain. Those pirates appeared out of nowhere. They wanted to keep our protonite extraction. We're lucky you arrived when you did. Is this shit normal? The director's responds in a nervous tone. No, this area is usually very peaceful. But the past few days, there have been a few skirmishes between pirates and trade ships, but this exceeds any other incidents we've had to date. Do you have any information that could be deemed useful? You ask the director if he has any relevant information that he could shed some light on the pirates' intentions. He responds, I have no idea what they could want besides our protonite. Although an attack of this scale just isn't logical. Oh, wait a moment. The director disappears from the visor, only to return a short time later. I've been informed that we recovered an encrypted transmission on one of the ships. Maybe it'll help you. Thank you, Chief.
Captain, the corrupt transmission corresponds to the rest of the data patterns.
Is it possible to begin an investigation, Crewman Burton?
The science team currently believes we have enough data to decode everything. We will begin right away.
Understood.
Alright, you guys decode data, and I'm gonna salvage ships. All the salvaging. Gotta get my loot boxes on, yo. Come on. See it. And there we are. And salvage that one. And get a little closer. And salvage that one. And get a little closer. And salvage that one. Oh, there's 2 salvages left. It goes a lot faster than I know how to do it. Like, it's not super speedy. It's really not. But this does go to show that that first time it really was just me. Open. Open the cupboard once first. Oh, there's a ion reactor. Look at that. Just what we needed. And whatever that was. Light Intelligent Missile Launcher. Must be damaged. Must be what the little dashes are. It's about damage. And open the blue one. Oh, those must be blueprints. I bet you that's what those are. Those are blueprints. Teach me how to make things. Oh, let's open the epic one, see what we get.
1069er, 1069er, we got whores on the city. We need backup now.
Jess, thank you so much for the host. If you guys are looking for something to watch tomorrow, Cuddles going to be doing a 24-hour stream tomorrow. Alright, and we're looking for docking base 7.
Republic ship requesting docking permission, please.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates.
Receiving-
Establishing communication.
Okay.
Docking protocol prepared.
And just come to a full stop and let it do its thing. You get it close and it auto docks the rest. Pretty nice little setup. Alright, research lab. Research. Get Wanda and Susan off of that, and get Wanda and Susan. Oh! It's Fabio! And Randall.
Control tower, we request permission to dock.
Station control
Are we already
tower.
docked?
Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Once back at the
Receiving
station.
Coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
Once back at the station, Howard says his goodbyes with a few words and leaves the group. Comes up to you with a more cheerful demeanor. You're finally back! Inspector Huggins looked a bit out of place. Did everything go well? Is there any place in this sector that isn't ridden with death? The truth is that the organization of the Great Summit of the Republic Patrols has been reduced in order to be called to the headquarters. It's provisional, but it looks like it was enough to cause all this. Yes, we'll present ourselves as soon as possible. So, what you're saying is, you're going to make things even worse? Is that what I just took from that? Because that's what it sounded like to me, is that he's going to make it even worse. This isn't the first chance he gets. I mean, besides the fact that I just hit the microphone with my chair. Because I'm adjusting clothing here. And by that I mean I'm ditching the pants. So if you've ever wanted to picture me pantless, now is the time to do it. There we go. And I don't know what's with the sniffles, if I'm coming down with something, if I'm having allergies, or what is going on. But there. Is that handled? Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Susan looks away for a few seconds, but recomposes herself and resumes the chat rapidly. In any case, we have good news. It was tough, but your ship's repairs have been completed. I guess this is goodbye. Don't be strangers and come visit us if you're ever back in this sector. Of course we'll see each other again. I hope we never come back here. We'll be nice.
Captain, our scanners detect multiple signals in the area. Maybe we should investigate them before warping to Tacit Stella. Perhaps someone needs our help.
Investigate the remaining points of interest, or head to Stella. Points of interest. And now I got the big ship back. Yay. Can I not do inventory while I'm flying like this? I cannot. Alright. So I can do... Oh, I do have a nuclear missile launcher. Okay. Install my cloaking generator. My pulse generator. Cuddles! And my mine launcher. How is your preparations going? You spot a group of unknown ships. After attempting to contact them a few times for them to identify themselves, they activate their shields and weapon systems. They're preparing to attack. They leave us no other choice.
Activate the shields. All hands to battle stations.
Time to teach you a little lesson.
We'll see about that.
Alright. I've got my big ship now, though. We've lost.
Our shields has fallen.
I see that. But I blew him up. So let's salvage him. Open up my salvage pod. Light plasma cannon. I've got a couple others of those, but they're not either. Isn't there another one? Investigate the remaining points of interest. Alright, that's the Allied station. So... then distress signal. And that forward shield is most of the way recharged. Transmission for civilian ship interrupts an otherwise tranquil voyage. Captain, thank goodness you've arrived. A terrible disease has spread throughout the crew of my ship and some of its passengers as well. Sadly, we don't have a medic on the ship. It could be quite serious. I'm sorry to hear that. Has there been any casualties? Yes, Captain. At least 20% of the crew have died. We don't have much time left. Oh no, Jimmy! Oh God! His head is inflating, Captain! It'll explode any moment now. We need a doctor urgently. Scientist's medical skills not high enough to ensure your success. The scientists arrive at the ship and commence diagnosis of the infected. Hours pass without any answer, without any definitive results, and after a few erroneous trials, the infection reaches its breaking point. Nothing makes sense. Every infected patient's different symptoms. None pleasant. Some patients' heads grow until they explode. Others present protuberances that look oddly enough like Inspector Huggins, while others see their organs expelled from places organs should definitely not be expelled from. After a few hours, there are no longer any patients to examine. Crew, let us never speak of this again. Understood? Well, I don't know what other points of interest there are. But I see Docking Bay 9 is where they want us to go. So onward there. Alright, so what can we do here? I guess that's still working? I guess, I don't know. Alright. We're all healed up. Let's disembark. The controls get easier once you're a little used to them. They feel weird at first, but after a few, they're alright. I don't see any other points of interest, so
Investigation has finished. We've been able to restore the transmission we picked up in the slavers' headquarters.
All right.
I think you need to hear this immediately.
Nartos, Fleet Admiral of the Children of the Sun here. Situation report, Commander.
Commander Explio from Lithobia 1 here. All preparations are complete as per your orders.
Perfect. The Galactic Summit is nearly upon us. The wrath of the Children of the Sun shall fall upon the Interstellar Republic.
I can't believe
That's not good.
We have to relay this as soon as possible.
Understood, Admiral. Although there's something that worries us. A captain of the Republic is snooping around the sector. We followed him after his warp jump, but he destroyed our ships.
Take care of him as soon as possible. Now is the time for us to control the mining and commerce network. Send a pirate fleet, and make sure that the protonite mining station...
Ooh. Are we cutscening or something? What's that?
We welcome you, captains. The reception is awaiting you on the docks. All representatives and diplomats shall be escorted to the Senate chambers, where the summit shall begin.
I don't think we'll be having that summit, Admiral Xiao. The Children of the Sun no longer receive orders from the Interstellar Republic.
Well, that sucks.
What is the meaning of this, Nardos?
For centuries, the Children of the Sun have been subjected to the whims of the Republic. That time has come to its end. We order your retreat and complete demilitarization of your strategic points across the universe.
We've looked out for the security and common interests of the universe for hundreds of years.
For hundreds
We won't
of
cave
years.
to the scare tactics of a few bloodthirsty savages.
Just a few, Admiral? We've been complacent for too long, but that's over now. The Children of the Sun will no longer be led by an unworthy puppeteer. It's
Oh boy.
time to cut those cables and strangle our detractors with them to the last.
Admiral, this is high treason. Opposition to the Republic like this means a death penalty to anyone who supports your rebellion.
Negotiations have ended, Xiao. Surrender or die.
Well,
Nardos, be reasonable. This means war on a universal scale. Millions will die.
millions will die.
The decision has been made, Xiao. May the sun light your way, Admiral.
Defend the headquarters. Okay.
The Children of the Sun are attacking the headquarters.
Ow!
Our shields have been damaged. We won't hold out much longer.
Our shields have fallen.
I can't see with that ship there. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. My fore and aft shields are gone.
Sun are focusing all their fire on the station.
The chances of the station resisting this attack are 0.057%.
This is not a good thing. This is not a good thing.
The armor around one of our engines has been destroyed. Captain, the headquarters is at a breaking point.
Well, I've only got so much ship, lady. What do you want me to do?
Structural damage to the
last thing I do. I'll get you, even if I have to follow you to the end of the universe.
Captain, snap out of it. We need you more than ever now.
Captain, there's a fire in the reactor room. The pressure readings are off the charts.
So put it out!
Burton, answer, damn it. Bastards, you won't finish us off.
Captain, we've lost the propulsion engine.
Heavy damage to the ship. Status critical.
I see that. Unfortunately,
You'll never get away with this, not us. The Republic will prevail.
Captain, Admiral Xiao's ship has been destroyed.
Admiral, to all captains, focus fire on Naruto's ship. He can't be allowed to leave here alive.
Captain, engineering workshop has suffered a massive breach.
Alert. Alert. Decompression imminent.
Crew member Diaz, leave the room immediately. That's an order.
Sorry, Captain. It's too late. I have to close the doors to avoid the entire ship's decompression.
Don't do that. Do you hear me? I forbid the closing of those bay doors.
Manual lock activated. Closing bay doors.
It's been an honor, Captain.
No!
okay, some of this voice acting definitely needs some work. No!
I'll land you, Nartos.
Hey, IDN, how goes it? I'm doing alright.
Direct all power flow to the cannon.
Changing security protocol requested. Confirmation required.
Captain James Scott of the Interstellar Republic, ID 4128C. Deactivate protection protocols.
Crew security protocols have been deactivated. Captain, the systems will not support the overcharge. The probability of death is 100%.
We cannot allow the children of the sun to get away with this. My full power!
Yes, Captain. Life support offline. Defense systems offline. Redirecting power. Power at 110%. 250%.
This is a new game.
500%. 1000%.
For the Republic!
This is the demo
My
for Between the Stars.
Systems completely destroyed. Crew dead.
I see. So, this is it, right?
MAR system. Protocol error. Damaged.
Easy. I'm here with you. Rest, Mai. Rest.
Well, that's why we can't have nice things. If you enjoyed the demo, please help us make this game a reality by supporting us on Kickstarter. If you want to check out the campaign, please click the green button. And for those of you that can't, click the green button. There's always that. So, there's a couple areas that need improvement, but it's like a rough draft to give you a taste. I kind of like it. It was entertaining. Like, the controls are a little funky. It's kind of like Warframe, where the controls are a little funky at first. But after a minute, you get used to them, and then you're fine. So I've got to say, I did enjoy it. Yeah, I kind of figured somebody was going to put that one out there. That it is kind of a... There's a little Star Trekkiness to it. But it was fun, though. It was fun, and it's... It'll be really interesting to see where they go with it. Because there's a lot of places they can go with that. And it'll be interesting to see where they do. Where they go. Because this is... It's a taste. Just a taste. I'm James Scott. There's also a Jane Scott. You don't have to be a dude. You know, like Captain Janeway. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and hanging out. I want to thank all our hosts, the Tin Peach. I'm Codus, WikiTV, Orkin114, Akira the Fox, Penavis, Dedere, Drama Life, NYC, Smushy Poo, Unicorny, Queen Geek Rose, Dark Goddess, Order of Awesome, Jedi Mama, Prince Nocturne, Red Eyes, Grey Dealy Dragon, Cuddlesome Kraken, and of course, raids, which are also provided by Queen Geek Rose and Prince Nocturne. Yeah, the Hollow Doctor. Thank you all so much for joining. Please stick around to hang out with Sunar. And of course, if you want this game, you see what to do. And as always, until next time.